Unfortunately, there is a very loud bird outside my window right now. Ignore that, and hopefully it will shut up at some point. I'm sorry about that. God, okay, the day is here. You all know exactly what we're talking about today, so let's just get into it. Persona is the first BTS mini album that's actually mini. I swear these guys are workaholics. Every time they announce they're doing like an EP or a mini album, it's got like 10 songs on it. This time we've only got 7, but you know what? It's fine. They're allowed to make mini albums. I'm totally okay with that. The flagship song is Boy With Love, which is obviously playing off their older song Boy In Love. While Boy In Love featured intense hip-hop and rap, Boy With Love is a mellower dance track that centers around its vocals and its melodies. The music video just dropped, so let's eat this meat while it's hot. Last year, I enjoyed Fake Love, but it wasn't an incredibly strong title track for me. I wasn't in love with Idol, and even though I like it a lot more now, that style of music is something I was hoping we could leave in 2018. When the Persona concept photos dropped, I thought that they looked amazing. The raspberry lemonade color scheme and this royalty meets casual Friday look. I wasn't entirely sure what they were going for with the clothes, but you know, the hair looked good, so that's kind of all I saw. This mini album in its style looks very Hellenistic, which I honestly love. I think that that's so creative. There's something sort of old world, esoteric, and ancient about that. I think that it's really cool looking. And then RM dropped his Persona trailer, and more teasers kept coming, and at this point I was doing everything I could to just keep my expectations to a minimum, because I was still a little burnt from Kill This Love, and even though I trust Big Hit way more than I trust Teddy, I didn't want to be disappointed again so soon. But BTS's Persona is incredible. I loved Boy With Love from the first listen. It's loaded up with choral echoes. That's something that I adored in A-Pink's I'm So Sick, and it gives Boy With Love a similar 3D feeling. Spatial songs are some of my favorite, and when BTS has a title track that's more pop than hip-hop, they always bring a 3D quality into their melodies that make the songs roll out in all directions. Lyrically, I have to be honest, I'm not overly thrilled with the rhyming in English in this song. That was something that was really annoying about Kill This Love. There's a lot of English in this song as well. And yeah, it's all well-pronounced, good-sounding English, but I'm just not in love with that much of it. However, the English is mostly limited to the chorus and the opening lines, whereas the rest of the song operates on its Korean rhymes and lines, so I guess it's permissible. The chorus is in English, yeah, but it's nice, sweet, catchy lines, but it still feels like a quintessential BTS song. This chorus has its own distinct sound. It's very sweet, it's very catchy. Jungkook proves once again that he can handle any song on planet Earth. His voice is strong, but not overbearing, and he oddly looks like he's about to swing around in his, 1960s Pontiac and take you to a bowling alley. Was that just me? And oh my god, Jimin looks so good. This is his era, no doubt about it. He's got this beachy boyfriend look to him with the sunset hair and the sweaters and making me sweat. He's absolutely the vocal cornerstone of this song. You can tell immediately in the opening seconds that this is a Jimin song. Taehyung looks the best. He just looks the best. The blue hair is so powerful, but I didn't find it obnoxious at all. His parts are really delightful to my ears. This song sways around and it's got a loose go with the flow vibe, but his voice has a gravity to it that plays as an anchor point to all that shifting weight. Jin didn't have as many lines here as in Fake Love, and I actually think that's really a shame because his voice is more nasally and ballad structured, and that goes really well with the groove of Boy With Love. His vocals just melt really smoothly, and I think that he should have had a bigger part of the song. The rap line owned this song! Suga's got a full rap this time! Suga came in with his more relaxed, carefree side, and I was so pleased with how many lines he got and how pleasing his voice is with this song. Even though I said that Boy With Love is a Jimin song, I feel like J-Hope actually has the perfect voice for this song. His voice has this unique, warm quality to it that allows him to do his powerful raps but also transfer into his softer vocals, and I really feel that his parts were a really nice combination of both beat and melody. I would really appreciate more singing from Hobie in the future because I actually think that he's got such an incredible range. RM having the bridge all to himself just like he deserves. He is my favorite part of the song. I love his bridge. He's very cool and collected, but at the same time, I kind of want to get up and dance just because I love how much oomph he's got going on. This bridge brings a stronger, more plated edge to Boy With Love without detracting from its flow or its sincerity. And RM's got the Legolas colored hair and this weird white hat. And you guys know the rules, only villains wear hats, but Namjoon can do whatever he wants. Nothing but respect for my president. This song is closer in style to DNA, but for some reason I got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears vibes. Did anyone else get that? I don't know if it's something about the dance or just something about Jimin, but Jimin felt very blood, sweat, and tears here to me. I'm not sure what's going on. This instantly became one of my favorite BTS dances. It's so simple, but it's clean and it's fun, and the members seem to be having a really, really good time dancing it, which is well deserved after all of like the rigorous moving around that came with Fake Love. I love the clothes in this music video. Simple, old-fashioned, comfortable. It's less sporty than DNA and more huggable boyfriend looks. BTS can absolutely handle any style. Versatility has always been a big tool of theirs. They handled the transition from the powerful RM persona teaser to the sweeter Boy With Love style really effortlessly, in my opinion. Which brings me to my next point, duality. This song doesn't feel at all polar to RM's persona. They feel that they can exist in the same era because BTS blends urban and domestic really well together in both songs. In Boy With Love, the softer vocals and the melody, I feel like they play a really nice contrast to the more electro instrumentals and like the dance-powered beat. But, Big Hit, please, I don't ask for much, but can we stop animating so much stuff? I miss the music videos like Fire and Blood, Sweat, and Tears where everything didn't feel so overly processed. It's honestly getting a bit bland at this point to feel like I'm constantly looking at a green screen. I miss their more realistic sets and props. Okay, let's talk about Halsey real quick, like ripping off a band-aid. I don't care for Halsey personally, I don't hate her or anything, but like she's honestly irrelevant to me. I think her voice is fine, it's that basic, lilting female voice that everyone has right now. Normally, I'd just say that my own feelings about Halsey don't matter and it's the musicality of the song that matters, but when I reviewed Kill This Love, I talked about the negative implications of Kill This Love for Blackpink, and it's only fair that I do the same with BTS. Halsey is the wrong choice if BTS just wants to have some name brand clout in the West. I was in love with her song Colors a few years ago. I still love that song, but I slowly lost my respect for her due to her public image. I can't support her presentation of herself as some sort of woke goddess and starting online drama in the name of PC culture. Way too much of her public image is based in moral superiority and call-out culture. She's trying to appeal to this Tumblr, Twitter, social algorithm. Call-out culture is not a form of progress. It is, and always has been, a form of bullying. I don't think she's an evil person or anything like that. And if you like Halsey, I'm totally fine with that. That's great. But I truly think she was the wrong name to promote on BTS's mini-album. I'm not someone who cares about people being problematic or not because I have a life and I need to live it without a pitchfork held over my head screaming for witch blood or something like that. But she was the wrong step in my opinion. This whole interview is actually, I can't tell if it's funny or if it's weird because they talk about her the way that you talk about someone who didn't do any of the work in the group project but got an A anyway. She's nice and she speaks good English. And then they like changed the subject by making jokes. I don't know what was going on. This makes me really miss the interviews that like Steve Aoki had or like that BTS had about him where they would just exchange so many like stories and talk about the relationship that they had developed as artists and how excited they were to collab with each other and trade music and whatnot. I miss that so much. Most of the collaborations that they have nowadays, when they're interviewed about them, they're just like, yep, they were kind people and they did some things with us. And then that's it. That's all I have to say about her as a person. Personally, I would have rather seen them collaborate with her, especially since RM has said that he really, really likes her music. Anyway, back to Boy With Love. In the song itself, you can't even hear Halsey. There are maybe a few seconds of her vocalizing or saying stuff like, yeah, in the background, but she's barely in this song. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not a coincidence. Steve Aoki got more screen time in Mic Drop, and he doesn't even sing, which means either A, Big Hit saw how many fans both of BTS and K-pop in general didn't want Halsey anywhere near this comeback, or B, she was never that big a part of the comeback to begin with. And I'm gonna guess B, because the song and music video were done long before the teasers began. You don't bring someone on set and put their name as a feature and then don't give them any lines unless there was something seriously lacking about that person's musical contributions. She sings more in the album version of the song, but even there, it's easy to forget she's in the song. She doesn't really do anything that Jimin didn't do better in the MV version, and I honestly wish that they had given some of her ad-libs or vocalizing parts to Jin instead so he could have some more time to shine in his own song. It is funny to me that she's less featured in the MV version than the album version. I'm not sure why that's the case, except that maybe Big Hit realized she isn't adding anything to the song, but I guess we'll never know. Halsey being here is pretty much the same as Nicki Minaj being in the re-release of Idol. This was done for clout on both sides, and that's it. Honestly, BTS could have chosen anybody to feature. The fact that they chose an American artist with a decently known name among teenagers and she barely even sings, this wasn't an artistic collaboration between two musicians. It was a clout game. And you know what? I'm fine with that. The song still sounds awesome. And when you can hear Halsey, she sounds fine. It's obvious that Steve Aoki was their big artistic collaboration, and everyone since has been chosen by Big Hit for name brand power, which is absolutely fine with me. It happens all the time. So whatever. In my wildest fantasies, BTS would do a collab with Stromae. I think that RM's smooth rap style in particular would pair really well with Stromae's more bizarre electronic dance style. Now let's hop on over to the rest of the mini-album. After the hip-hop inspired Playground that was the Love Yourself series, it makes sense that Persona is much more of a vocal album than a rap album. The instruments and melodies of this album play to the strengths of the vocalists. The vocalists also get the most time in this album. BTS's side tracks are often stronger than most groups' title tracks, so I was so pumped going into the rest of the album. Let's count down from my favorite to my least favorite songs. So this is basically what Go-Go would sound like if it went Super Saiyan. I love this song. Dionysus is my favorite song on the album. I'm obsessed with this track. This song is insane. I love the vocal distortions and the intensity of the sound. Suga's rap is so thrilling, but I do wish that they'd stop putting filters over his voice. I know that the whole song is filtered, but the raw grit of his voice is what makes him such a strong rapper. This song feels like a high-speed car chase from start to finish, and I love it. It is so cool. This is a serious gem of a song. This is a BTS line that I had never even considered, but it's perfect. Jin's ballad voice, Jungkook's lower register, and Hobi's rapping. This song sounds ethereal and healing. I love when Jin and Jungkook just alternate in the middle of their lines. It sounds so good. I'm glad that Big Hit didn't go overboard with the instrumentals and just let Jin carry the song all by himself. J-Hope provides this more subtle role, but his parts really pull the song into something original. And this is my favorite part right here. What is there to say? RM brought the fire straight to my ovaries.
Let it shine. 어쩜 밤의 표정이 이토록 더 아름다운 걸.
This is such a BTS song. This song instantly caps on that spatial element. It's very spiritual and creative. The rap line and the vocal line are in perfect harmony in this song. BTS always manages to make their rap parts and their vocal parts play to each other's strengths instead of feeling like one was thrown in just because they forgot some members. I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but something about this song reminds me of like Run and some of their older songs. Such a fun title track. I played it over and over and over. It's so good. I just happen to like the previous ones more, so Boy With Love comes in 5th for me. The lyrics for Home are very sweet, but the chorus is actually just too noisy for me. The instrumentals are really, really loud, and the members practically have to shout over them to be heard. I'm also just not a personal fan of the melody, so it's not that high on my list. But the rap line, they came for blood. Suga is the strongest rapper in this era, no doubt.
세상 속에 영웅이 됐나 나를 찾는 그날 너와 Let's trophy can be more all day everywhere 모든 게 너에게 닿기 위함인 girl 내 요청의 답인 girl 널 찾기 위해 노래 baby.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the parish, I love Jin's voice in this song so much, but this song does suffer from forgot to write the chorus syndrome. I also think that it's the weakest song on the album. Like, it's still nice, and it's nice to listen to and everything, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't really click for me. So I really, really enjoyed this mini album. I think we got a great selection of songs that are all playing in the same shade of style, but still versatile and explorative. These songs are all various tints of orange and purple, but it's never a boring palette. This is the kind of experimentation and evolution of sound that I'm looking for in music artists. I'm so happy with this. I'm really happy with Persona. Let me know what you guys thought of it and give me your order of the songs below. I'd love to see what you thought.